the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And over the middle, it's Johnson. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's a Chiefs first down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35.
Yellow, yellow. Let's go, Arnie.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Has it at the 7. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs chop some of the lead off before the half.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with a receiver with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12.
Chiefs 23. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. 19 Lions.
They send the tight end in motion. Daniels now on 1st down. It is caught left side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
70 up, Dragon 60. 18, Rattler 18.
Out of the gun, Daniels escapes the pocket. Connection made with his back deep downfield. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Play action now with Daniels. Finds him on the crossing route. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Now the PAT try coming up. The point after splits the upright. And the Broncos go up by 19. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Right back to Worthy. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From the red zone now. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs jump some of the lead off before the half. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with. Right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Fielded at the 7. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime.
Top 19. 70 Tampa Wolf. 19 tight. 19 tight. Warriors 7.
On first down, here's Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. First and 10 from the 43.
60 Maverick.
First and 10 at the 43-yard
18
line.
Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Mustang 19. Ready.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Completed over the middle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Has a man downfield. It's Laporta. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10.
Ready, go.
They give it to Dobbins to start the third. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Going to the ground again on first. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have second and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
Now Daniels off the play action. Buying some time right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And some solid running here as he gets him 8 yards there into the red zone.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Here's Dobbins again on second down. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
31, Daniels. Headed out right. He's making a bid for it. And And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, get that first down anyway.
And it's a gain down to the 5-yard line. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on first and goal, it sets the table for more success.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. We put a receiver in motion left.
Ready.
Firing quickly out wide, Daniels.
Daniels pass. Complete to number 1. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
This is going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on 3rd down.
Bronco 80. Let's go.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he runs it across, touchdown! The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos grow the lead now to 22 points. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Blown back to the backfield, and they give it to him. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Back-to-back carries here. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
On the tackle. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll throw 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. Down to the 10. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs start the 2nd half with some needed points. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Trying to chip away at that lead, but just not able to figure it out there to take another 2 points off.
Yeah, every one of these calls at this juncture of the game tells a story. And right now, that story being told is this crew is feeling the pressure trying to chip away at those points. Maybe a little over-aggressive, because now they're still down big.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Okay,
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Nice.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Downfield, and Tisslaw has it. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos make it a 3-possession game. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos stretch the lead to 23. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Finds a seam down the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Saw the lane, hit it quick, called out a gain of 7. Nicely done.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
At the 40-yard line.
Attack!
To the air, Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down.
They'll run here on first down. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete. Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Third down, it's Mahomes. Out left, Worthy makes the grab. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. Another throw for Mahomes. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Handoff goes to Dobbins, running left. Well, the outside looked hazardous, but so was the middle. Only gets a couple. Second down coming up.
If there's ever a play we can call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
60 Eagles, 6, go!
Daniels setting up the play action. He rolls to his right. They connect on the deep shot. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. First and 10 now from the 46.
First and 10
Let's go now.
46-yard line.
70 Timberwolves.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. So the offense trying to flex a little creativity on that first down, and the defense, well, they flex right back. No gain. Second down coming up.
No gain or play. Second and 10 at the Chiefs' 46-yard line.
Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. Not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up third down.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them. Keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Let's go. 70, ready.
That's complete to Strong. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
And the Broncos, first down. A gain of 13 yards.
60.
And the Broncos
Running this with Dobbins. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7.
the 27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Running it again with Dobbins. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Get it. Bronco 80.
They'll air it out on 3rd. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Now we'll see a field goal try by the Broncos. First field goal was good. His second look from inside of 45 yards. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll make the lead 26 points.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
1st and 10 at
Move the chains!
yard line.
Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st down throw, Mahomes. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. They've got 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
And his fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And he is finally out of bounds as he takes it all the way down to the 20. One of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's 1st down. Here he goes again. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him 1st and goal.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Throwing again, Mahomes. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
They'll try and punch it in. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs making the scoreboard look a touch better. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. A give to Dobbins. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready up.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come on. Hit. 70, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it.
Fights off the tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And the fumble recovery is made. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos keep adding to that fourth-quarter lead. Kicking team out to try the extra points. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos grow their lead yet again.
69. Chiefs 43.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Heads out on the bootleg. Finds his favorite target again. It's Worthy. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a pickup of 26. And that's a Chiefs first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Mahomes now. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
2nd down run gets him 5. Now they've got 3rd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Mahomes here from the gun on 3rd down. Toward the end zone, but incomplete. That's going to force them into a 4th down decision.
You know, I say this all the time. We get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs putting up points in a game decided. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs get it back to a 19-point deficit. With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. Broncos hands team. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
3 yards to pick up that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. This will give here to Dobbins. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he stopped for loss of yardage.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Daniels throwing on third. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Go!
Line up the design keeper. Lining up to take a knee on second down. Drawn up for him. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Huard and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Kansas City.